We're back with another starter home today. This time, we're in the world of Mount Komorebi, which is the world that came with The Sims 4 Snowy Escape. Now, I love this world. I think it's really, really pretty. So I can't wait to put my little stamp on it and do a little cheeky starter home with only 20,000 simoleons. Now, as always with this series, I'll only be using base game and then whatever pack the world came with. So without further ado, let's get on over and let's start building. And so here we are, my loves, on a 20 by 15 lot in the kind of villagey sort of area of Mount Komorebi. I just thought this lot here would be absolutely perfect for this house that I'm going to pop up in a reference image on the screen right there, darlings, right there. I just think that's really cute, really lovely looking house, and I think it would match in perfectly with a lot of the items that come with Snowy Escape. Now with this series, as always, I will go on further to develop this into something a little bit more substantial, a little bit more of a bigger family home. But I'm thinking about making it a little bit different this time once we go on and do that. I think I want a big juxtaposition. I might do something kind of modern connected in with this build next time. A bit like we did with the Copperdale starter home, something like that, but with these kind of like sort of Mount Komorebi aesthetics or Japanese aesthetics that came with this beautiful expansion pack. But that's what we're going to do today. So let's get over into the build mode, get £20,000 in our piggy bank, and we're going to start building a beautiful, hopefully, starter home. So here we go, my darlings. Let's make a bloody start. I'm going to move this mailbox away for the minute. I am thinking about building this house kind of close to the actual edge of the lot. So we've got a lot more space to then go ahead and play around with once we get to the kind of development process of making this house a little bit bigger. I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to go back one more though. I probably want to do maybe 6 wide. I think that could be okay. And then we're going to think about having the entrance over this side. I want to do a Genkan. So I do want to bring this level down. I don't know how we're going to do that just yet. So we'll leave it at the minute. And we're going to go back here. I don't know how far I want to go with this. Need to watch those pennies, Aiden. Remember, you're on a budget, darlings. And I'm not used to being on a budget. Don't know why I'm saying it like that. I hate myself. I do. I want to slap myself across this face and say, Aiden, get your shit together for goodness sake. But I'm going to continue on anyway. Bedroom. We're going to do stairs up there. So let's figure out where we're going to put the stairs first. We need to obviously have a base game and Snowy Escape. And that is it. If you hear weird noises in the background, Daisy is snoring in her bed down below. And we're just going to have to forgive her. Because why? Because she's beautiful. That's why. If I could maybe put the stairs there then. I could. Then where could I put the toilet? I'm thinking maybe I could even extend outwards, couldn't I? I could even extend outwards. And to fit in with the culture of being in a Japanese house, I'm going to have a separate toilet from the bathroom. This could make do for like a nice kitchen area around here. A little bit of a living room. We'll try and play around with a bit of platforming in here as well. And then maybe a little bit of access out on the back here as well. That could be nice. And then upstairs, this could just be one bedroom. And that's perfect. Do you know what? We've got 16,000 simoleons. Let's hope we're going to be okay with this. Let's get some roof pieces on. So with this reference image that I've got, it's kind of, they're all, what I find with Japanese homes is that they're very kind of like the roof sort of angles are all kind of low. You see what I mean by these here? So I'm going to copy that and do that and have a little bit of a low moment like this. I don't know if I want to have them hanging out over the edges. I think I do, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. And then a half gabled here. I'm always weirdly perplexed. What a lovely word that is. As to why roofs are free in The Sims 4. I can't complain too much because it would be annoying if they weren't, wouldn't it? But very, very perplexed about that. I think I'll put the top one with some flaps hanging over, but I think this bottom one I'm going to leave as it is. I might even bring that flap out a little bit more there. Just chuck a bit more of a flap out, you know? Yes, okay. Okie dokie. And then the same over here. I think I'm just going to use the exact same roof line and put it all the way across. So we have got some kind of shelter underneath of here as well. Yeah, I think that could work. And then I will go ahead and put in a little bit more of a trim. Can I do that trim all the way along there? No, that looks bloody silly, Aiden. And now you can't grab it. If I do that then, and then whiffle it into there, and then bring that all the way across to there. And I'm thinking about copying this over to this side as well. We may as well. We're probably not going to use a trim, but it's just nice to know it's there, isn't it, to be honest? The reason I'm putting it kind of this close to the sort of street level is because it has got that in the reference image, but also, as I said, we've got further space here to develop afterwards. I think I've filled this space up here with trees and stuff and have a little bit of like a backyard. But then we've got all of this side here to develop something else. I'm into it. I really am. What I need to do is figure out some wallpapers and some windows. So quite simply, we're going to use this kind of like aesthetic that's going on here. I'm thinking about having a double door at the front. The nice thing about this pack is that these doors and windows are quite cheap, which I really, really like. So we're going to do that. Yes, I did. Right, do I want to put you there? No, I don't think I do. I think I need to put you in the middle. Maybe like there, just off of that area. That is higher than the door. And I pulled out this awning. If I can put that at the top there, like that. It is the wrong colour wood that's making me a bit infuriated, to be honest. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Yes. And then I could use the same texture up here as well, couldn't I? Should we go for a chocolatey colour or a darker brown? Let's go for the darker brown and see what happens. Yes, I think that would work. Okay, we've got that one going on. And then we're going to use a mixture of these wallpapers. So I think I'm just going to put this all the way around. That is like 100 simoleons. 3 on the roofs. Absolutely love that for us. Around there we go. Gorgeous. And we're going to see how that looks. Oh, I like that. And then at the top here, I think I'm going to do 1 window there and 1 window there. What about 3 windows at the top? What would that look like if I like balanced this out correctly? How would it look with 3 windows going through the top here? Oh, marvellous. I prefer the 3 window moment. I very much do. Yes. Then I've pulled out this door here to have as the kind of like back sort of like yard entrance or exit, however you may wish, you know. I'm going to keep that here because there's a different wallpaper on here that I might want to play around with, actually. Like where the windows are, I could maybe get rid of the like... Oh, I like that look. Yes. Can we do it here as well? No, I just prefer it at the top. I think that's very nice. Oh, yes, indeed. And I think we should maybe add these windows here into the bedroom as well. So I think this is where we were, wasn't it? No, I think that's a bit too far, Aiden. You went a bit too far there. And that's only 90 simoleons for all of those 3 windows as well. So I think that'll be all of the windows done on that level. I don't know where I want to put windows here just yet, because I don't know where I'm going to be adding bits and bobs in. I'm thinking maybe just adding a couple of windows over on this side, and I think that might suffice. But we'll soon see what happens. I think what we need to do now is pick the trims that I'm going to use. I'm always fuming at the fact that this wonderful expansion nearly came with a new trim that was very detailed. And I saw it. I saw the trim. And I know people on Twitter have seen the trim as well. It's kind of like a scalloped trim. And they never gave it to us. I was very infuriated by it. I really was. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm happy with that. I'm going to change this as well, like we did over in the front. Just have that little moment like that. Oh, that's very nice. And we do need a little window down here into the toilet. What's going to be the toilet? I'm wondering if I could use maybe something a little bit different here. No, I think we should just stick with this and just have that in the actual bathroom area, because that's going to be the separate toilet. It doesn't really need another one in there. Oh, that's very nice. Yes, I think that's absolutely going to suffice, to be honest. Very nice indeed. Okay, well, what I'm going to do now is grab out everything that I know we're going to need for the interior. I'm going to get the wallpapers and the flooring and stuff on, just so we can start playing around and making everything look a little bit more fancy, you know? So let me do that and I'll be right back. I've pulled out everything that we are going to need for this house and just plopped it all in piles everywhere. And we've still got 6,000 simoleons left. So I think we're going to be all right, darlings. I really do. So first things first, what I want to do is maybe wrap the back of this garden in this lovely bamboo fence. I'm not going to do a huge yard. How much is this going to cost? I can't even see. Oh, that's 150 simoleons in itself. Well, we've got 6 grand to play with. We can afford to have a bit of a nice, you know, just yard area. A nice private little yard. I think would be lovely. I don't think we've got a matching gate for this, have we? No, because the Sims don't like to do that for us anymore for some reason. Which is always, it's always so wonderful when that happens. I mean, that one doesn't look too bad on it, does it really? Doesn't look too bad. It's giving me that kind of like lantern-esque vibe at the top here as well. I'm going to use this and I'm going to stick it on the side here. And we're going to do a bit more of an interesting tile at the back here, I think. Maybe some kind of lovely stone. Do you know what? I think this one might look nice here. Oh, it does. Yes, I like that. And I may do a little bit of that out the front here as well. Let me just see what that would look like. Oh, do you know what? I kind of like that. It's a little bit different. Yes, it doesn't really match in with what we've got going on here. But as I said, I want to make this a bit more landscaped. I'm going to blend in this side of the lot here with some trees and some shrubbery that you can see all around here. So let me get on with that landscaping. I'm going to pull out some more details as well for the front of the house and stuff. And we'll flop that about together. And here we go. Just a little bit of landscaping onto this side here. Just to try and blend a bit of whatever's around this world onto this lot. And I think it looks really pretty. Just a little mixture of things. Some rocks as well. And I just think that area is kind of like blending in a little bit better to the side now. It doesn't look so weird with this little house here. But I've brought out a variety of objects that we're going to flop about together, including this hydrant. I don't know why. I just thought it looked absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to flop it off to the side there. That's a very lovely piece, that. I've never used that. A little bit of signage as well, just in case you don't know where you are or where you're going. There is something to tell you right there. Right there, loves. This is all from Debug. What else did I have over here? I can't really remember. Oh, some lights. Let's get these lights out first. These are debug lights, so they don't really give off light in the night time, but they kind of do. A little bit of a brighter sort of vibe. I'm going to flop each one. I'm going to put another one there. Is that in the right spot? I cannot tell. I think it is. Yes, there we are. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I might even add a few of these around the other side, actually. So let's grab one. Copy it, and I might flop them down here as well. In fact, I'm just going to put one here. I'm going to put one here and face it out onto this side. It's almost making me want to do another one, so I'm going to do another one. Bring you to there and then bring you in like that. Oh yes, because then that acts as street lights going down that way then, doesn't it? Oh, I'm for it. Right, bit of ivy, little bit of ivy. I'm just going to dangle it off this roof here. Let me maybe bring that down again. Just dangle it over there like that. Or a bit of greenery. Absolutely for that. We're going to use these plants here and just plop you maybe round about like there, like this. Oh yeah, that looks nice. A little lantern I thought would look wonderful up on that bit there, including this plant here. This was in debug, so this plant was free. I know it's from base game, but it's free, so I'm using it. I'm going to flop you there. Little mat, little welcome mat underneath of here. We're going to do one on the inside as well. And I just think that's brought just a little bit of detail to this area, and I'm for it. And I'm going to use these as corbels. I have sized them down. They are 60 simoleons each, so I'm not going to go too mad. I think maybe 3 on each, on the front and back. So if I can put another one, say around about there. Is that right? That is now. Oh yes, that's just added a little bit of detail at the top there. Nothing too drastic. Just something that I wanted to do for this area. Indeed. A cute little house. I'm looking forward to developing this. I really am. So very simply, I've just put in the same kind of like maple looking Acer tree in the back. But I also did a little water feature, which was 600 simoleons, by the way. Very expensive. But what I ended up doing was knocking out the tiles that we did here. And I used the same terrain paint, and that saved us 500 simoleons. So I can see past using or spending 600 simoleons on a water feature in this starter home, because we saved a bit of money there, loves. Now, as I said, somewhere for them to grow some herbs and stuff. I think it would be perfect in the garden here. we're going to do this little window box just for some decoration underneath of the bathroom window, adding a bit of privacy in there as well. And I'm just quite simply going to put a bench next to the tree. Right next to the tree here. It'd be lovely to come out, do a bit of meditation maybe. Sit under the tree, listen to the water flowing. Oh, it would be wonderful. It really would. And then here, I'm just going to use this base game light just underneath of the awning that we've got going on. And that had me thinking. I'm thinking about using this wood, but for the ceilings. And I'm wondering if is this going to be expensive? It is. Yes, it is. So we're just going to spend all our money on some ceilings today. And that is the mantra of today. We've still got 3,200 simoleons left, and we've got everything inside that we need. So I reckon we're going to be okay. But that looks cute. That looks like a cute little attractive starter home, I must say. I think what we do need to do before we go into the interior is get a bin. Is definitely get a bin out. And it's going to have to be one of these ones. They are quite expensive, but we're going to have to use one anyway. And I'm just going to flop it off to the side of the house here like this. 220 simoleons. We've got 3,000 simoleons to spend, and I've kind of got everything already pre-planned here, really. So let's make a start. First stop is the kitchen. I'm going to put the fridge right here. I'm going to push it into the wall. Spend out a bit on the kitchen. We've gone for the snowy escape kitchen as well. And the kitchen kind of goes under the stairs, but you know, with Japanese houses, they do make very, very smart decisions about how to lay out their houses and how to utilize as much space as possible. So that is the mantra we're going for today. Let's continue onwards. I'm going to put the fridge right there. And I think, oh, actually, that was the sink. The sink goes there. Excuse you. Thank you. Then I had a corner piece and it's disappeared. I don't know where it's gone. So we'll get another corner piece out. Corner piece goes into this little moment here. And I did have a bin. The bin is probably somewhere in here. Oh, here it is. Ooh. I don't know if they're going to be able to get to that, actually. I don't think the Sims are going to be able to use the bin. I didn't think about that. I won't lie to you. I did not think about it. Let's put it there and hope for the best. Let's hope. Let's hope they can use it. I'm thinking some kind of shelving on top here as well would be pretty cute. We'll stack this up with maybe a couple of plates in there just so it looks lived in. But that's all we've got there for now. We're going to move on. It's going to be a very brown interior, but I'm kind of feeling this for this place. I really am. I want it to suit into these aesthetics. Oh, that wood ceiling has made all the difference. It really has. So we're going to use one of these. I forget what you call these. A kotatsu. Okay. A cozy kotatsu. We're going to use one of those there. I might shift it over a little bit more that way, because I do want to get in just a small little living area here. And I'm thinking about separating off the Genkan kind of area with this sofa would probably be the best way to go. Unless we go to there. And then what I can do there is put up a table with a lamp on top, or even a nice plant would look nice. Kind of feeling that idea. Kind of feeling that idea indeed. Now, I definitely want to get a TV in this room, but again, we're probably going to be limited because we're only on base game and Snowy Escape, and I know that a TV did not come with Snowy Escape, but we're going to try and find something that's going to suffice. So let's have a little look at what we could use. Probably want to go for this, don't we? We do, and then probably want to go for that. I can't use that. That's 340 simoleons. That's very expensive. What about if we went for a coffee table and put the TV on top of that? How much are you? 140 to 60. Let's have a little look. Oh, do you know what? That one there would probably work quite well, actually. And then I might be able to utilize this space here for a small bookcase. Or even a bookcase here would look good. Maybe a big plant in this corner then. And a bookcase there. Let me get that in the middle. And then we see what we can come up with here. Yeah, let's look for a bookcase, a plant, and also something for this corner here. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to flop in this little bookcase, and it's going to flop in right into the corner like that, Alex. It was quite expensive, but I just think we needed it. We needed it. It made me move the windows as well, so I've kind of like centralized the windows to the bottom half of the build, and it worked out a lot better. It worked out very well indeed. I'm then going to use this little blossom just on here, just on that little coffee table edge there. Stunning. And then I want to use the little side table and flop that just next to the sofa there. So they've almost got some kind of place to put their drinks and stuff if they're sat down watching TV. And to be honest with you, this sofa looks like it's got like a little mini coffee table off to the side of it anyway. So that was my thought process. And I'm glad I went down that route. A rug. We're going to use a rug underneath of this area here because I just think I moved this a little bit more central as well. It was just a bit weird over in this position. And I just think that rug kind of fits in with the kitchen quite nicely as well. So we're doing that. Little hot pot as well. Got a hot pot, darlings. I'm going to put that right in the middle there. And then to fill up this space here, I didn't want to do too much. I thought this plant looked lovely over by the window, getting some natural light. And then having this gorgeous like tapestry hung up off this beam here. Just brought a little bit more detail over into that area there. Oh, that's very nice. And then into the kitchen. I said I wanted to do some shelving, but then I remembered from Snowy Escape, we've got this that already comes like it's kind of pre-packed. So I'm thinking about adding that just up there. And then that is enough detail there, I think. I'm still worried about this bin, that whether or not they're going to be able to use it or not. I will player test it to make sure. But I think that's it for this area. Oh, also I pulled out a little coaty peg for the gen can. So they can hang up their bits and bobs there and then put all of their shoes down there as well. I think that would suffice. Now we need to be careful because we've got 831 simoleons left. And we've still got a bedroom to furnish, so I'm a bit scared about it. So first off, let's start on the bathroom. We've gone for some nice fresh white tiles in here. We're going to do a shower over in that corner. We're going to have a full bath in here as well. And I'm going to have a separate loo. So I'm going to put the loo in there. And then I would love to fit a sink in, but I'm just a bit worried about putting a sink here, whether they're going to be able to get past or not. If I shuffle it into the wall, it might be okay. I've got a sink in my head, and it's this one here. It does come in this like dark brown version. Oh, I don't think they're going to be able to. Oh, I didn't test that before I actually did it. Wondering whether or not we should just get rid of the shower for the minute then, because I kind of like the look of the bath in here. If I get rid of the shower and put in that there for the minute, I mean, they could always add in a shower at a later date. I just really liked the look of the bath in this room. So I'm thinking I'm going to stick with that and just do that, to be honest. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Not going to add too much in here. I'm going to do a rug on the floor underneath the bath. How much are you? You are 50 simoleons. And I would love some kind of towel on the edge here. Now, the cheapest towel would be great. That's 85 simoleons. Can we go for a bit of a browner look for it with it? I'm going to put them up to about there and hope for the best. I think that is about as much as I want to add into this bathroom. So I'm not going to do a toilet roll because this will wash your bum quite easily. I would love a toilet like that in real life. I really would. Now, we've got 791 simoleons to play around in the bedrooms. This is going to be a little bit difficult, I think, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to choose this bed. This bed is from Snowy Escape, obviously. I'm going to flop that into the corner like that. And I'm going to choose this big wardrobe here that I'm going to put maybe over a little bit further like this, because I would love to get a couple of side tables in with some lamps and maybe some kind of chair and plant in here. And I think that might be enough. Let's see what we can find for 791 simoleons. First off, we need some bedside tables. We could go really simple with it, to be honest with you. These are 65. Yep, I think that's going to work. Let's get you into there. How much are the ones from Snowy Escape? Oh, they're 200. Nope, we won't be using them. we won't be using them at all. They're very expensive. We can flop these two in. We've got 661 simoleons left. Okay, we're going to need some kind of mirror in this room, but looking at everywhere, it's going to be a hard place to put a mirror, unless we do one over there. Let me see what we can put up here. Oh, they're all a bit expensive, aren't they? How much are you? 70. We could do a freestanding one. That one's nice, but this one here has got a bit more of a flair to it that I think would fit the room a bit better. Oh, God, it's 415 simoleons. Forget I said a thing. Forget I said an absolute thing. I think this is going to be the only place where I can put a mirror in. This bedroom's probably going to be the saddest room in the house, but sometimes you have to just suffice with what you've been given in life. Continue onwards and hope that somewhere down the line, things will get better. Make sure you write that one down. Make sure you write that one down. I'm going to use the same lights as what I used downstairs and flop them there. Got 391 simoleons. So I said I wanted some kind of like sofa. Sofa question mark. I mean, could we use something like this in here? I mean, I don't hate it. And that kind of goes really well with the bed, doesn't it? Well, not the wood tone, but the actual sofa itself. How much are you? 215. Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to plop you to like there. And then we've got 176 simoleons. To maybe just get a plant in this room. Oh, you would have been nice in here. No, that would have been better outside, Aiden, to be honest. To be perfectly truthful with you, that would have been better outside. I'm going to use the same plant as what we used outside, but I'm going to put in a different swatch. So I'm going to use you. Oh, we've still got 116 simoleons. So what I could do maybe is put some pictures up on the wall, maybe? Have we got anything that would look okay in here? I'm going to say no, but maybe this, 50. I mean, can we size that up or does that look stupid? I mean, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. I'm not farting, by the way. Daisy is snoring next to me. I think that's going to be it. And I don't think we're going to be able to get any kind of rug in this room, which is probably what I should have looked at first before anything else. What about if I just use this one and sized it up? What would that look like? Just in this area here. I mean, I did burp then, if you heard that. That was me burping. That wasn't Daisy. What about... No. Maybe not. I'm going to leave it there anyway. Yeah, that's a little bit of a sad bedroom. But it's got everything that you would need to sleep. And that's what you want in a bedroom, isn't it, to be honest? Maybe sexy times as well. Maybe a sex swing. Something like that. You never know. But this is it. This is a little Mount Komorebi starter home. I think it's cute. I do. I think it's got a little certain something about it. And I think it fits into this world really nicely as well, which is good. So this is the exterior. Got a little front entrance here. Lovely greenery everywhere. Very cute indeed. I love this area. I love where it is. And then you've got a little access out from the backyard area here. Complete with a little place to grow your bits and bobs. A little water feature moment. Very cute indeed. And then obviously it's got a little bit of an exit there as well. Stunning. Let's go in through the front door then. Take your shoes off, please. So nice slidey big front door into a little Genkan. We can take your shoesies off. And then everything is just open plan living, really. I would have loved to have played around with the platforms a little bit more in here, but we didn't. We didn't this time. So kitchen, hopefully with a working bin. It has got a sink, it's got an oven, and it's got an air fridge. So we've got everything that we need in there. And then you swing around this way. Little area to dine, sit down on the floor and have a hot pot. A little cheeky area here to sit, read, watch some TV, do whatever you want. Gorgeous. And then in here, we've got a little bathroom, full bath, with a... I didn't put a mirror up. Oh, well, we've got no mirror. But we do have a little separate area as well to do your little poos and wees in. Very nice indeed. And then you come around this way. And then you flop up these stairs here. And into a very sad looking bedroom. Well, do you know what? I still think it looks nice. It's still very cute. Very earthy tones. And we even managed to paint the ceilings as well. So, to be honest, I'm happy. I'm absolutely happy with it. But that's it. That is my little Mount Komorebi starter. I will be, as I said, developing this further. I want to go against the traditional look and put something maybe a little bit more modern on it, but still fitting with the aesthetics. I'm going to try something a little bit different, I think. See what happens. But that's it. Anyway, my darlings, I will leave you now. I will be back on Tuesday with some more Let's Build Worlds. I've got various other videos coming next week as well, which I'm kind of excited for. I want to play around with a few apartment builds maybe to get all prepped, ready for the new expansion. So maybe look out for a speed build coming next week as well. But yeah, that's it. Have the most marvelous weekend, you gorgeous buggers. And I'll see you all again next week. Goodbye.